amusing.
Begone, foul creature!
I offer
We don't have time
information,
for your games!
aid for your quest, and you shun me.
You expect us to
Here
trust
comes
a
the
creature
champion,
of the plains?
just in time, as
Ridiculous.
always.
A mare as arrogant as a kin. How delightful. I do so love watching egotistical braggarts stumble. I may allow you to reconsider and accept my offer. Of course, I may not. I haven't decided yet.
You there! Find out where that creature is lurking. I want her watched.
We have come so far, but we have leagues to go before this business is concluded. We must push forward. We must find a way through the walls of the fortified city that looms ahead of us. A Dremora army guards the walls of the citadel, but there are those among us who recognize the city, who knew it well before it was pulled from Nirn. We can use the guild halls inside to launch a surprise attack, provided someone prepares the way. Find a way inside and locate the Fighters Guild. Wards protect the hall, making it impossible for anyone to get in or out of the building. We know a secret tunnel that leads into the hall, but we'll be trapped inside until the wards are deactivated. Time is not on our side, but I will indulge you. Ask your questions. The wards are part of the defenses from an earlier era. They could be activated to protect guild halls in times of trouble. Once set, the only way in or out of the hall was through the secret passageways. You need to find the ward key. The ward key is decorated with arcane runes that can unbind the defenses and deactivate the wards. It should be near the guild hall. Find the key and deactivate the wards. Then the fighters can emerge from the hall and surprise the Dremora. Even the strongest armor has chinks that can be taken advantage of. Look for a place to climb or a break to crawl through. The female Dremora offered to help us, but Galerion sent her away. If you run into her, see what she has to say. Then you should certainly seek her out. We could use whatever help is offered, no matter its source. Just be on your guard. A Dremora would never offer help without some sort of string attached. Our ultimate goal, the portal to the plane of Vortex, lies deep within Molag Bal's inner sanctum. We need to defeat the forces at the Citadel before we can make our final push for the portal. To accomplish this, we have planned a two-pronged attack. It starts with a sneak attack launched from the Fighters Guild Hall. After you find the key and deactivate the wards. Then the mages will attack from their guild hall, but I'll explain that part of the plan when you meet us at the Fighters Guild. Members of our expedition recognize the city from when it was still a part of Nirn. They are familiar with the guild halls and how we can use them to our advantage. It's ironic. One of Molag Bal's captured cities is about to be turned against him.
While it might be entertaining to watch you bumble about the Citadel, I would much rather just see you get about your business. I'm sure that whatever you have planned will ultimately work in my favor. Right to the point? How distressful. Oh, very well. You seek a way into the Citadel, one that won't attract any undue notice. As it happens, I know just the thing. If you follow the east wall, you'll find a breach that leads inside. Never look a gift Daedroth in the maw, little mortal. I offer information, nothing more. The warded building you seek is near the main gate. The kin will try to stop you. If they don't succeed, we will speak again. Ephra's had information I needed. It ultimately led me here. I enjoyed what you did to Ephra's little mortal. I'm looking forward to seeing what mayhem you stir up here.
I'll let the others know that you've got a way in.
And so, the little mortal, once more into the breach. I believe the Alien King wants you to find a hidden key. Hurry. I think your friends have already made it into the sealed hall. How amusing. The little mortal suspects a trap. You are wise to fear the duplicity of Dremora, but I assure you that you are safe enough. Illusions hide this area from the kin. Just a little trick I recently picked up. Death, most likely. The kin that guard this citadel will try to kill you. It's generally what we do. The old hall you seek is near the main gate. If I were you, and most thankfully I am not, I would make my way there post-haste. Technically, I am helping you, not them. But this constant desire to know the why of things grows tiresome. I don't want to confuse you. Just know that I have a debt to settle. As long as helping you advances my goal, I will continue to do so. The look on your face. How precious. You are dismayed. Why should this truth upset you? You benefit from my assistance, just as I benefit from yours. Patience, little mortal, you shall see. Now off with you. Nothing will come of us standing here.
Light it up!
I knew you'd be able to deactivate the wards. The Fighters Guild troops have already begun our two-pronged attack. The fighters will draw the attention of the Dremora while you go to the upper city. For the mages to utilize their guild hall's portal, you need to get it working. Find the 4 portal stones and activate them. Then the mages can join the fray. As Galerion pointed out, the old guild hall portals are designed to move people and material quickly. More efficient and less draining than personal teleport spells. And of course, they can arrive en masse. Just what we need to surround the enemy.
I stepped out for a moment, dispatched a dozen Dremora, and then popped back in. I just wanted to make sure I had the opportunity to see you off. Well, off with you then. So long. Toodaloo. Don't forget to write. Ta-ta. Cheerio.
I'm impressed, little mortal. Hardly a scratch on you. A smart investor keeps track of her investment. The fighter's surprised that Kinnan might even win the day. Bravo. But once you control the Citadel, what then? How will you get past the labyrinth without the proper key? Ill-informed, impulsive mortals. Did you think you could just stroll up to the portal you seek? The Volcanos guards a key to the maze beneath Molag Bal's stronghold. You must pass through this labyrinth, and to do that, you need the key. Finish your original quest first. Help your magus. Banish these kin to the darkness that spawned them. It is no less than they deserve. Then meet me at the pyramid. Only I can help you acquire the labyrinth key.
Coming through the gates again. We've got to stop them.
think twice before they try to get down here again. I'll stand guard while you restore the mage's portal.
Did it again, my fearless friend! Well done! With the Dremora caught between my powerful mages and King Dinar's relentless fighters, they won't know which way to turn. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild will complete the conquest of the Citadel, but we need someone to storm the Pyramid Stronghold and deal with the leader of this installation, Vulcanaz Ceres. That someone, my friend, is you. Your common vernacular aside, that is indeed the critical task. Vulcanaz Ceres has a key to the labyrinth. Eliminating the Vulcanaz and obtaining that key are critical components to our success here. Your curiosity knows no bounds. Very well, ask away. As far as I can tell, he's a trusted servant of Molag Bal. Not only does he command the forces of this citadel, but he also has access to the Dark Lord himself. Part of Molag Bal's stronghold, it's a maze of tunnels that lead to the Endless Stair. No doubt the path is littered with traps and dangers, but we must push on. Cadwell tells us that the portal to the planar vortex awaits us at the Endless Stair.
Tongues of Xarxes, what is that thing? Make it go away! Make it go away!
Only those of Daedric blood may enter the pyramid, little mortal. I told you that you need my help. A Daedric ritual locks this door, and only a willing offering of kin blood will open it. I am your key to Valkanaz Saris. You are my key to vengeance. My clan was destroyed. Erased from this existence. And the hand that orchestrated that destruction was Valkanaz Saris. He thought my clan was a threat to his power. Whatever the right or wrong of it, Saris must pay for what he did. That I cannot do, little mortal. If the Valkanaz is banished by my hand, I will lose honor and standing. If you kill him, however, I remain true to my word. And Saris abides in the darkness with my lost clan until Cold Harbor allows him to return. The way is open. Destroy Saris, painfully. He deserves whatever horrors you decide to inflict upon him.
Jode's bones! What is that thing? Even though the blade that banished him was not in my hand, his end was my doing. You have been a most useful weapon, little mortal. Take the labyrinth key, with my thanks. Allow me to savor this moment, little mortal. What possible interest could that be to you, little mortal? Let me guess. You're worried now that I will order my kin to destroy you. I assure you, a change in leadership can be a time of confusion. No harm will come to you or yours. For now. Kin do not die. Cyrus has been banished to the darkness. Long ago, our clans were locked in war. Cyrus, through treachery, banished my clan. Everyone but me. I accepted a blood oath to remain free, promising that my hand would never harm him. I remained true to my oath. I helped you enter the pyramid. Nothing more. Indeed, the ignominy of a mortal sending Cyrus to the darkness was most gratifying. My goal was revenge. I have no interest in your squabbles. Understand, little mortal, that Kin's desire to spill mortal blood never ebbs, even if we don't always act upon it. I am what I am. If we meet again, I will smile as I take your life.
I hope you brought the key. We're ready to make the final push, but we're finished if we can't get inside. This is our last chance to save our world. It's all or nothing now. How odd that the Dremora aided us against her kin in Molag Bal. She must have had a powerful thirst for vengeance. Anyway, it appears as if we are once again in your debt. Thank you, my brave friend. Our forces have gathered and are ready to move. We need to find the planar vortex and end the plane meld once and for all. Well done! Then we still have a chance. We sent in a small force to cause a distraction. They probably won't survive, but they should keep the enemy busy while we get the rest of our troops inside. We need to make sure their sacrifice isn't in vain. We want you to get in there and open the labyrinth before we send in the entire force and reveal our numbers. Hanan and Gabrielle can brief you on the battle plans for the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild strike teams that will follow after you.
The Mages Guild stands ready to do our part for this effort. I just wish I had as much confidence as Vanus Galerion. We're facing some overwhelming odds here, you know. Molag Bal is using tactics similar to what we faced in the chasm. He set up a portal to move his troops around quickly. As you head in to open the labyrinth, we need you to close that portal. King Dinar insists that the initial strike be fast and precise. He doesn't want the entire army getting in your way or causing Molag Bal to respond in kind. You've proven yourself time and time again. We have faith that you can do this.
The Fighters Guild is ready.
We're prepared to follow you into the very heart of Molag Bal's lair. We shall not fail you. Of course, we've already sent in a small force, a distraction as it were. While they keep the enemy occupied, you slip in and open the labyrinth. As you clear a path, Fighters Guild soldiers will fall in behind you to hold the line. You need to be able to move fast. A large force would only draw attention to you and slow you down. Select one of our soldiers to take along if you like, but more than that would be more of a hindrance than a help. I wish you luck in there. Fight alongside you, that would be a true honor. But the Fighters Guild needs me right now. Someone has to command our forces. After you clear a path to the labyrinth, I shall lead the charge inside. And luck to you as well. Make them pay for all the pain and suffering they've caused. And for our friends and allies that have fallen along the way.
About time you got over here, old chum. Exercise is all well and good, but if I keep this up much longer, I'll be useless in the actual battle. A quest? How marvellous! I shall march by your side into the darkest depths of foul iniquity, our weapons aloft and aglow with the fires of eternal righteousness. You honor me this day, my friend. I gladly accept this mission. My sword is yours, my boon companion. Together, we will protect the beautiful realm of Cold Harbor, and perhaps even save that ugly rat hole you call home. Victory! Thy name is Cadwell.
Have you selected a companion to accompany you? If you need more time to speak with your friends, please take it. This might be the last chance you get. When you're ready, I'll give you final instructions and we can begin our final assault. Very well. Come with me and I'll explain the exact details of your mission. Our forces are gathered, and the time has come to strike fast and strike hard. Time is not on our side, so we must make every moment count. Troops are already inside, fighting and holding ground, causing a distraction so that you can deal with Molag Bal's ability to call reinforcements. For the initial assault, Cadwell will assist you. Don't be fooled by his bizarre antics, for his heart is full of courage and honor. Close the reinforcement portal. That is your first priority. Gabrielle and her forces will join you then for the push to the labyrinth. Once the labyrinth is opened, you must make your way through Molag Bal's personal sanctum and find the portal to the planar vortex. That is your ultimate objective. If we are to end the plane meld, we must disrupt the planar vortex and cease its destructive storm. Take your brave companion and venture forth. Close the reinforcement portal so that our forces can wage war on the Daedric Prince. Then open the labyrinth and lead us to the planar vortex. Our destiny is in your hands.
One last crystal, chap. One last leap into the fire. Unless we survive, of course. But how likely is that?
I left my family back.
What is it?
As soon as I can take a break, there's so much. As soon as I can take a break, there's so...
Need something?
Red diamond, the heart and soul.
What do you want?
Red diamond, red diamond.
Like Nords, they fight so cheerfully. approaching that vile portal of wrongdoing. I can feel it in my bones. It feels like evil. Another beautiful creature has fallen under Molag Bal's spell of evil. We must set her free.
No longer shall the forces of darkness be only used for evil. We stand by you, champion.
I'm gonna run out of room on my scabbard. Where will I mark my kills?
As I sensed that you sealed Molag Bal's portal, I figured it was safe enough to follow you. Gabrielle has assembled a team of mages and scholars to aid you inside the labyrinth, as we need all of the fighters for the main assault. Now that we don't have to worry about overwhelming hordes of reinforcements, we're sending in the main assault force. While they keep Molag Bal's minions busy, you need to navigate the labyrinth and find the portal to the plein air vortex. Of course not. Even I am not so foolish as to enter Molag Bal's inner sanctum myself. Gabrielle and her mages will accompany you inside. Oh, you'll know the source of our world's destruction when you see it. Just find a way through the labyrinth, and try not to let the deadly traps and horrible monsters kill you. Now go, and good luck.
Don't lose hope, my friend. We're depending on you.
This room is so big. I never expected the prince to be much of a reader. But all these books, imagine the wealth of knowledge they contain. I could spend years in here, if we didn't have more important matters to deal with, I mean. We can't get out of this room. The door on the other side won't budge, and we haven't been able to figure out the mechanism yet. Search around the room, I guess. Who knows, you might find something useful among the dark tomes and old fables about lusty Argonians. But I've never seen a mechanism like this before. It's rather fascinating.
I recognize these devices. I've researched them, even written reports about them. Never saw one in person, though. They are marvelous to behold. Only a god could craft an artifact of such brilliance. I have a notion. It involves the large metal tubes on the walls. According to my research, they resemble a Daedric device that requires a source of power to operate. But as you can plainly see, no power flows through them at the moment. A fair assumption. Do you see the small openings near each of the tubes? If we can figure out how to move these icy flames over to them, that should provide the power to open the door.
Listen to this, Kirith. Reach out and touch a brazier to draw forth the fire and launch it in the direction of your choosing. How fascinating. I wonder what it means. This book, I think it references this device. If I'm reading this correctly, and of course I'm reading this correctly, then these flames can be used to power the mechanism that opens the gate. Frankly, the workmanship is stunning. I'm jealous. Simply touch the Daedric fire. For a short time, the power of the flame will transfer to you, much like any conjuration spell. It can then be launched in any direction. Get as close as you can and throw the fire into the 4 open tubes.
Darkness falls. This only gets better as we go along.
almost there. A one-way door. Looks like we can only go forward from here. I hope the others are all right. I can't imagine we have too much farther to go. We just need to cross this region, and we'll find the planar vortex in no time. Stick close to me. There's probably something waiting in here that wants to kill us. To be a way to get out of here. Wait a moment. Something bad is about to happen. Sometimes I hate it when I'm right. Here they come! A way out of here. I need to get this door open. Hold them off while I work on this. Let's go!
I knew I'd find them here. Interesting. I've never been to this area before, but it's breathtaking.
Cadwell, your mastery of portals does you proud! Cadwell takes some getting used to, I must admit. But he really is an amazing fellow. Wait a moment. What happened? Where's the rest of your team? Well, the others will have to fend for themselves for the time being. I'll send Cadwell to find them shortly. Things are looking grim outside, by the way. We've lost many fine men and women already, and the battle is far from over. Even without his portal, Molag Bal has the ability to throw an unlimited number of forces at us. We're holding our own, but just barely. Winning isn't our goal, though. We just need to survive long enough for someone to reach the planar vortex. Far too many. Hanan was caught by surprise and wiped out, along with a large number of Fighters Guild soldiers. King Dinar's group was also ambushed, but he managed to fight his way out of it. Many were wounded, though. Time is running out. Thank Cadwell for that small favor. I'm not sure how he does it, but I think he's grown so attached to Cold Harbor that he's actually become part of it. Unfortunately, he can only teleport one other person at a time, and it is a lengthy process. The portal that leads to the planar vortex is just around the bend. Molag Bal won't simply let you walk up to it, though. He's going to do everything he can to stop you. I'll provide what help I can, and as usual, it will be considerable. Now go!
didn't think we forgot our promise, did you? Shadow Walkers, attack!
Better than I expected. Even in the face of unrelenting danger and the worst horrors Oblivion has to offer. I am impressed. Like you, I have come to finish this. Thanks to the efforts of your army, you have gotten this far without drawing the gaze of Molag Bal. I use a similar distraction to travel through this disagreeable realm unmolested. Keep working on it. You will solve the riddle eventually. There is more to do if you wish to save your world. To halt the plane meld, you must enter the eye of the storm. The planar vortex can only be disrupted from the inside. I have been with you every step of the way. I provided a safe haven in Cold Harbor. I gave you knowledge of the lights of Meridia. I needed a surrogate to act in my stead. I dared not risk exposing my true nature to the Dark Prince. Used you? Of course I used you. But you knew what was at stake from the beginning, and did what was necessary to save your world. Every choice you made was your own. As it happens, your choices suited my own ends. You must enter the planar vortex, the interstices of space and time, where Nirn and Cold Harbor churn and meld. Destroy the dark anchors within. Unleash the power of a light of Meridia at the focal point of the plane meld and disrupt the vortex. The life of one insignificant mortal to save an entire world? It is a small sacrifice. If you succeed, the brilliance of the unleashed light will consume the vortex and sever the plane meld. Nirn will be saved. Ask your questions, but know that time is growing short. You cannot hope to succeed without the support of your allies. I will summon those who still live and draw them into the vortex with us. The light of Meridia cleanses and purifies. There is nothing to fear from its brilliant embrace. Greater in this between place. The Dark Prince will need stronger chains than that to stop me. Come, we have things to discuss. You seem surprised, mortal. Did you not suspect my true identity? I did not pretend, mortal. I am the groundskeeper. I merely hid the fact that I am also a Daedric prince. My plans have been long in the making. Had I revealed myself too soon, I could have jeopardized everything. Do not presume to question my motives. Suffice it to say, I required mortal assistance to destroy the vortex and halt the plane meld. Reality is a game, mortal. Learn to play, or resign yourself to becoming one of the pieces that is meant to be sacrificed. Your allies have arrived. Speak to them before we continue.
Behind us was dreadful, but this place, it boggles the mind. Still, we made it this far. Victory is within our grasp, especially now that the Radiant Lady stands with us. I've seen the rise and fall of my people. Yet I stand before you, the last of my kind. I am the last Ayleid. But I am proud to call you my friend. Cruel tyrants and conquerors who believed ourselves better than the other races of Nirn. When the lesser races decided we were the enemy and united against us, our downfall was all but guaranteed. We were too stubborn to see where we were wrong. That is a reason I am the last king of the Ayleids. I stood alongside the younger races, aided them. I believed in what they fought for. I was there when the power of High Rock switched from the Alessians to the Dareni.
Meridia and Molag Bal have always hated each other with a fiery passion, but that hatred has cost so many of our lives. I have a notion to show them both why Vanis Galerian's power should be feared. Chances? I don't believe in luck or fortune. We'll win this day with blood and magic, or we'll die trying. I won't lie to you, I doubt we can win this fight, but that doesn't mean we won't try. The same thing that happens to everybody. The world ends and everyone dies, and that's the best scenario. More likely, they'll all become soul-shriven slaves in Cold Harbor. No, we can't. But we're not the chosen ones. We're not heroes of destiny fated to succeed. We're simply soldiers, brothers and sisters fighting for what they care about. We're united and that makes us strong. That's what's important here. It's good to know your faith hasn't wavered. These men and women follow you. They face death itself to fight at your side. They will stand with you until the end. Don't disappoint them.
I imagined that this was going to be a grand adventure, but I never pictured the horror of all this. So many of our friends and companions have died, and this damn vortex still threatens our world. I think it's time we shut it down. Permanently. Damn right I'm determined. And more than a little irritated at all this. Come on, hero. Let's show Molag Bal how it's done. Then I can get back to the ordinary craziness I usually get to deal with. I think we can. I hope we can. All I know is we've come too far to give up now. I just worry that we still have a lot of fight left to go. I think more of us are going to die before this is all over.
Most people dream of lusty Argonians with delectable dishes, but not old Darien. Oh no, I dream about planar vortexes and blinding lights of Meridia. How is that possible? And why do I keep asking questions that no one can answer? Why waste words when I can simply show you? Look around. I've been dreaming about this place since I was a young boy. Seeing it live and in person, that's a bit unnerving. Why couldn't this be that other dream I regularly have? With a blinding light, brighter than any I've ever seen. Then I'm in a room where everything's illuminated, as if the world itself is made of light. I'm alone. And then I wake up. It's always the same. I'll soon wake up in a really bright room, too hungover to remember what I did, I hope. But that's not likely, is it? I'm alive, which is more than I can say for a lot of the soldiers out there. I keep thinking that if I would have stayed back, I could have changed things. I know how war works, though. Someone, somewhere is always going to die. Yes, I am. And after everything I've seen, the werewolves of Camlorn, the dungeons of Angoth, the towering spire of the Doomcrag. Now this, I feel like I've seen it all. I can honestly say it's been an honor to fight at your side. Maybe after this we can actually find that tavern and get that drink I mentioned a while back. And hey, if one of us doesn't make it, promise to have a toast in the other one's memory.
Did I hear that right? We're going to blow the vortex apart. Great. But how do we get out of here once the light explodes? Please tell me you have an idea. That's not an idea. We're just going to plant a magical explosive and hope for the best. I thought my brother Raynor's ideas were bad. I'm not sure I can take much more of this. People are dying. I've lost friends, people I looked up to. I can't lose Raynor too. There has to be another way. Yes, I do. People died so we could get this far. I owe them to see this through. My brother and I will stand with you. We'll make sure no one follows us through that gate. I have to help, no matter what. You better not let us down, you hear me? Do what you need to do, and we'll do the same. Just like running through a dungeon back home in Deshan, but with more Daedra.
I thought for sure we were done with all this. I followed the others through the portal, and now look what I've gotten involved with. This looks like the end of the world. As I said, I thought we were finished. I figured that Varnis opened a portal to send us back home. Imagine my consternation and surprise when I realized where we actually were. I think not. I may not be a mighty warrior or a powerful mage, but I am a genius and a master tinkerer. I know I can help, and my sister Kira as well. Perhaps we can stay right here and guard our flank. Yes, I think that's what we'll do.
If we had known all this was happening, maybe my people could have stopped it. Valenwood is part of Nirn after all. That's probably just wishful thinking. I've spent my life hiding in a dark forest. I've never seen the sky over Valenwood, or felt real rainwater on my skin. Molag Bal lied to us, and I'll never forgive him for that. I'm proud to be a part of all this. We'll adjust to our true home again in time. For many of us, it will be the first time we get to see our homeland. That will be an exciting day. It's better to die fighting for what you believe in, than to die fat and content. I read that in a book. It wasn't a good book, but the phrase stuck with me. And I believe it too. You showed me that there was more to life than that dark forest. You gave me hope. For that, I'll fight at your side till this ends, one way or another.
I always wanted to see a planar vortex up close and personal. Isn't that sky spectacular? Wait, what are we doing here again? Of course! Our epic quest. It must have slipped my mind. I've been on so many of these adventures, you know. After a while, they tend to blend together, kind of like these two realms are doing. Oh, sorry, old chap. That's a bad thing, right? Yes, I knew that. Terrible getting your dismal world into the wondrous vistas of Cold Harbor, like dipping bread in honey. Frightfully repulsive. Still, I believe this might just be my best quest yet. Concerned about what? We're heroes, my boon companion, and heroes always win. Let that be a lesson to you. Now, let's go and stop the plane mill.
Speak to your friends, for these moments may be their last. But do not tarry too long. Time is fleeting, and each moment is a thief that steals far more than it brings. The Lord of Brutality uses dark anchors to bind this vortex. We must destroy all three before the power of Meridia's light is unleashed. Otherwise, the resulting backlash could destroy Nirn as surely as the plane meld would. Meridia's light must be unleashed at the focal point of the vortex. We will need to locate that focal point. Again, I remind you that this will be your last opportunity to speak to your allies before the final battle begins. When you are ready, let me know. So it begins. Destroy the remaining anchors. I shall begin searching for the focal point of the vortex. The chains bind both planes. We cannot use the light until those chains are destroyed. Go quickly.
I should be able to cobble something together to slow a giant monster down.
What about that exploding squirrel you built when we were children? Or do you think that'd be too much? We have to hurry. Molag Bal knows we're here.
I grow weary of your games, Lavinia.
Go, warriors of light. These dark chains must be broken.
You cannot stop me, Meridia. This realm will be mine.
Running out of time. I'll make sure these anchors are destroyed. You have to keep moving. Place the light and disrupt this vortex.
I'm sticking with her, my friend. Gabrielle and me, we've been through a lot. I'm not going to leave her alone.
Darian.
No one else dies today. That's an order. Come on, let's go set the light in place.
brightens the shadows. It attempts to break the darkness.
But the darkness is strong. Our Father, our God, He is the darkness. He shall repel the light approaches. He will consume the light. He will tear it apart. He will destroy it. He will
Our Father has spoken. He wishes us to challenge you, and you alone.
You believe that light can destroy my playfield? The prince thinks I'm the loudest. She is more foolish than I thought.
I live to serve. It will be my pleasure to destroy this one, my lord.
Oh, how sad. You've been drafted into a war you could never win. My counsel shall destroy you. I shall enjoy watching a hero die. This light powers you somehow. Meridia, where are you hiding?
Merely fetching those who would stand against you.
I'm tired of this game. Now you shall die.
Get behind my shield.
Did you think it would be that easy? My minions will tear you apart!
Gabrielle! Focus all your energy into this! We can't let up!
I'm doing my best!
You deal with the crystal. We'll take care of our new guests. Have no fear, beautiful Gabrielle. It's under control.
So hurry!
The light is ready. Quickly, release it.
No! I cannot fail!
The planar vortex is destroyed. Molag Bal's plane meld is at an end. You are mortal. You began to die the moment you were born. You are not fully dead. Not yet. Your song has only just begun, and many verses still lay before you. The vortex has been destroyed. I designed this place to be familiar and calming to you. It is a small pocket of oblivion, under my protection. No harm will come to you here. Those present when you shattered the light were under my protection. They gather in the room beneath us, saying their farewells. Those who were not a part of the final battle, I cannot say. The Ayleid king suffered grievous wounds. He is near death, but he has not passed yet. Do you not see how singular you are? How remarkable? You entered the realm of a Daedric prince, gathered an army strong enough to fight his legions, and saved your mortal world. You are a valuable asset, mortal. You will be of great use to us. For the nonce, we require nothing. But the Dark Princes have taken notice of you, and they have plans, and plans within plans. Prepare yourself, and be ready when Oblivion calls.
My time has finally come, it seems. I have lived far longer than any of my people. Finally, I will be able to join them once more. Meridia's shield protected the others. Darian and I were outside the shield, dealing with Molag Bal's damn portals. I watched as light filled your body. You were a beacon, and the last thing I will ever see. Darkness fills my eyes. As the light erupted around me, someone pushed me closer to Meridia's shield. It was too late to save me, but it did bring me here. My fate doesn't matter. I'm gladdened by the thought that Nirn is safe. Then I shall rest well, knowing my final day, the final day of the Ayleid people, was spent saving Nirn from the clutches of Molag Bal. And I want you to have this. A gift from my people to the hero of Nirn. To honor you and those who fell beside me in this great battle. Thank you. May the spirits guide me on my way.
The hour has arrived, Visage. The final confrontation with the god of schemes is at hand. The 5 companions gather at the harborage. Meet us there.
A secure vault makes for a confident...
As soon as I can take a break, there's so much...
Your deeds have been nothing short of legendary. With the plane meld at an end, Tamriel may yet endure. Now the time has come to confront Molag Bal and reclaim your soul. You must lead the 5 companions into this final battle. We are all of us prepared to sacrifice our lives to see this through to the end. Our plan is to use the Amulet of Kings to invest you with the power to do battle with the Daedric Prince. No doubt the God of Schemes has rallied his most powerful servants to his side, but his arrogance has already proven to be his undoing. He may not even consider you a threat. We shall endeavor to prove him utterly, catastrophically wrong.
I'll never get used to this place. Come here, Vestige. I'd like a word before we skip off merrily to our doom. The time is at hand. Stop second-guessing yourself. Stop questioning your resolve. Just stand up and do it. You're ready. This is it. The beginning of the blasted end. There's no point in pretending this isn't happening, or saying we're not ready. This challenge will not wait. Can you do what is necessary, no matter the cost? No matter how much it grieves you? There is always a choice, but you don't get to choose what is true. You only get to choose what you will do about it. Do you need a reminder about what lies ahead? We are approaching the fortress of Molag Bal, perhaps the most dangerous place in all of Oblivion. Together, we five are mighty. Even I will admit that. But I cannot invoke the ritual until we are in the presence of the Dark Prince himself. In exchange for this investiture of power, one of your companions will need to be sacrificed. It will be for you to decide which, when the time comes. The infusion of power will not last for long. That's why we need to get close. And then what? I've no idea what will happen to you. Apotheosis? Disintegration? Too many unknowns and not enough information. But if you defeat Molag Bal and survive, your soul and the soul of every other surviving vestige should be restored.
alive with pain and suffering. This must be when Molag Bal torments those who displease him.
Torment! Or is your appearance here a part of it? I am neither alive nor dead. I am trapped in a gouge of ash and bile and swirling vapors. My ears are filled with the screams of 1,000 nails being drawn. And the pain is endless. I end this plaything and an abject lesson to others who would thwart him. My plan was flawless. My machinations were executed to perfection. I would have been a god if not for you. My only consolation is that you will know this pain soon enough. Arrogant, presumptuous, egotistical twaddle. Bit of costume jewelry is nothing compared to the Master's power. I expect I'll be seeing you soon. My only joy for the rest of eternity will be hearing your tortured screams.
Manimark. He was a backstabbing hypocrite with delusions of godhood. The fool got precisely what he deserved.
Molag Bal is here. I can feel his presence, sense his foul breath upon the wind. That place should serve us well. Let us assemble and prepare the ritual.
What do you suppose this place was?
A temple of some kind. Dark Anchors may have pulled it into Cold Harbor. Perhaps it was created by the Daedra to mock the Divines.
What does it matter? We can't wait any longer. We must perform the ritual. Vestige, it is time for you to make your decision. Yes, this will be close enough, I think. Are you prepared? No one is more surprised than I. They are willing to sacrifice themselves to save the world, yet they will never hear a single word of thanks. A funny thing for a selfish man to say, isn't it? I'd better be careful not to learn anything from this. I've no idea. Speak to them. Let their own words convince you. But once the choice is made, there is no turning back. The harvest of a fresh soul will no doubt bring Molag Bal's attention upon us. You must take that opportunity to strike him down. We've already been over this. You need an infusion of divine power to even consider challenging a Daedric prince. The Amulet of Kings can give you that power, but at the cost of a life. The Amulet of Kings is a relic of Akatosh, the dragon god of time. His powers embody the qualities of perseverance and invincibility, while promoting the virtues of duty, service, and obedience. Make of that what you will.
I see that look in your eye, Vestige. I wonder, am I to be the one? Know that I would consider it a great honor. It would be a fine death. When you live each day as if it were your last, as I have, eventually you will be right. I was born to die a hero's death. I've always known this. I've always been prepared for it. I once swore to protect my Emperor, and failed. I cannot allow him to sacrifice his life in my place. Nor can I ask this of Lyris, my snow lily. She is more important to me than she will ever know. Please, give me this honor.
We've had some crazy adventures, haven't we? But adventures are what you call them when everybody comes back alive, so... maybe they've come to an end. I don't regret any of it, though. Not for a moment. My father once told me that the most important thing anyone can know is what they would die for. I know that now. I feel like I've already lived a dozen lifetimes. I'm so tired. And I look forward to seeing my parents again in Sovngarde. If my death has meaning, then so will my life. It would be my great honor if you would choose me.
Remember, Vestige. We fight for our people. We fight for Tamriel. Evil might be kept at bay for a time, but it can never be completely eradicated. What is important is that we resist it, that we fight on and keep fighting. Very little. The scrolls can see many things, even possible futures, but they are not infallible, and they will not make this choice for you. You cannot cross the sea simply by standing and considering the water. Be strong, Vestige, and act. There is no such thing as a safe choice. There are only other choices. Oblivion did not make me a monster. It just confirmed my own worst fears about myself. It would be fitting and honorable if you were to choose me. It would be a fine death.
Position yourself over there, Vestige, and brace yourself.
We'll never forget you, sire. Or your sacrifice.
Great Akatosh, dragon god of time, forgive me for my hubris. Grant your divine power to the Vestige, and restore your protection to Tamriel, that my sacrifice might not be in vain.
History may not remember your sacrifice, but those present here will never forget it. Divines of Tamriel, with this vessel of your power, the Amulet of Kings, I call upon your strength. Let this noble sacrifice be a testament to our desire to set things right and restore balance to the Mundus. Your champion stands ready. Accept this offering and imbue this vestige with your glory. Let the will of Molag Bal be denied. vestige. Now is the time. You must ascend the path and face the Daedric Prince. You must face the God of Schemes alone. I will get the others to safety. Go!
Has reached an end. Hero of Tamriel. What is this foolishness? Has your tiny mortal mind snapped? Do you really think you can defeat me? Of oblivion are far more complex than anything your mortal senses can comprehend. Your anguish will be legendary, even in oblivion. Still you fight on? Do you care nothing for your own existence? of oblivion, you are less than nothing. Adric trinket can't defeat me. I am Molag Bal, Lord of Domination. What is this, infant? Do you think your toy can slay a god? Your mind is naked to me. I can taste your fear. You are fertile ground for the seeds of eternal torment. Is right, and I have all of eternity. Are my weapons. You will know eons of suffering.
Vestige, you are safe for now.
Something precious to you has been riven from Stonefire's being. I have brought it here for you to reclaim.
I congratulate you, little insect. Your sting is formidable. You have bested me and released 1,000 times 1,000 souls back into the Mundus. For the moment, your world is spared. But my grand scheme has only begun to unfold. Excellent. Your power shall prove useful in the coming conflicts. You've made a great and terrible enemy this day. Your world would have been better off if the plane meld had succeeded, had you bowed before me and accepted eternal servitude. I would have protected you. There are worse masters than I, far worse.
You are but a phantom here in my domain, Stonefire. The mortal prophecies of the scrolls have been fulfilled. Leave this place and return to your pit.
You have a powerful ally. Did you know that she would bring you here? What future role has she to play in this grand cosmic farce, I wonder? Yeah. Your meddling has already cost me too much. A cursed creature of light and flame. This farce no longer amuses me.
Your soul is restored. I can see its light within you. And you have saved your world from a great calamity. But know this, mortal. The forces of Oblivion are legion, and the God of Schemes is but a single player in a complex battle for supremacy. You have wounded him gravely. It will be some time before his power is restored. As your enemy fell, the one you call Abner Tharn took Chim El Adabal and fled. He returns to the land from whence he came, the place you call Cyrodiil. The amulet's power has been expended for a generation or more. The Imperial will not be able to use it, nor will he profit from it, though he will spend many frustrated years in the attempt. The tear in the veil between Oblivion and Nirn has been repaired. Your world is safe for now. Gone forever, but their memory remains. I can see the light burning brightly behind your eyes. Your friend is a part of you now, just as the strength of the Divines burns like a flame within your renewed soul. Your story has only begun. Molag Bal still has plans for you. In many ways, these events played out to his advantage. And you have attracted the attention of the other Daedric princes as well. The war between mortal kingdoms is still ravaging your world, but your true enemies are not mortal. If you are to be prepared for the coming conflicts, you must fully comprehend what is at stake. You must live among those you make war upon. Indeed. When you return to Tamriel, go to the place you call the Harborage. My gift awaits you there. It will allow you to travel to other lands and hide your true nature from those who would see you as a foe. I have no more desire to keep you here than you had to remain in Cold Harbor. I shall return you to your little den in the wild. Your surviving companions await you there. Are you prepared to leave?
happened? How did we get here? I remember being overwhelmed, but then I...
Right, sorry about that. I called in a bit of help to pull you out of there. I do hope I didn't overstep my bounds.
Snow Lily,
I know, Sai. It's over. It's all over.
Well then, happy endings all round. Smashing. Who's got the brandy?
Wait, where is Thorn? Did he survive?
He vanished. Ran off, I think. And he took the amulet you chaps found with him.
You're not going to get all weepy with me, are you? I mean, I've got that stoic reputation to maintain. What now? For you, it seems there's more to do. For us, we've seen too much, my friend. Been through too much. I think it's time for us to go. Sai and I talked about it a few days ago. What would happen if we both survived. I'd like to go back to the Abbey of Blades with him and help them rebuild. Maybe someday. It's not as though I'm dropping off the face of Tamriel. And if not, well, I'm sure there's a seat for you in Sovngarde. If you get there first, save me a cold mug of mead.
So, this is where our roads diverge. For a time, there was much to rebuild there, and I owe it to Kasura to bring her the news of our victory, personally. Snow Lily and I, well, maybe we shall finally have some time to ourselves. To what end? No, let him return to his Imperial city. He played his role, and that is enough. Grudges are like poison to the spirit. But perhaps, once the Abbey of Blades has been rebuilt... I've never been content to remain in one place for too long. It is not my nature. Eventually I am overcome by the need to endanger myself. Between comfort and adventure, I always choose adventure. I would like that. It has been a singular honor vestige. Although I suppose that name is no longer appropriate, is it? Varen would be proud of you. I know we are.
Don't toddle off just yet. Might I have a word? I take it you ran into Lady Meridia. Lovely woman, charming. We get on famously. While you lot were having yourselves an epic row, I gave her a shout, asked if she'd be willing to help us out if things went badly. The trick of it was the timing. With every blow to that Daedric windbag, you freed hundreds of souls. She was able to catch yours before it wandered off. Jolly good trick, that. This is delightful. Worlds saved, heroes gone their separate ways, and this knight has a new mistress to serve. Bravo! Couldn't be happier. Smashing. Truly. You know, that Varen fellow was always a good chap, even if he did muck things up at the start. And he did put things right in the end. He's still with you, you know. A part of you, really. And perhaps he can continue to serve the land and the people that he gave his life to save through you. That's all well and done then. There's just one bit of business left.